welcome back. My name is Montana, and today's class is going to be a Vinyasa Flow. We're going to flow into forearm stand. So we're going to move through the movements, one breath, one movement in a Vinyasa style, and then periodically in the workout, we're going to work on skills moving into a forearm stand. So if you want to go ahead and drag your mat close to a wall, you can go ahead and do that now. That way you're prepared when we begin to kick up. We're going to work on strength building skills to get you into forearm stand, opening the shoulders, and also opening the hamstrings. And I will talk you through it the entire way. Let's get started. We're going to begin today in child's pose. So go ahead and spread your knees wide, allow your toes to touch, and then drop your hips back down on your heels. Just walk your hands out in front of you and melt your heart. Give yourself this moment to come into your body. Bring your awareness here in this moment on the mat. Begin to focus on your breath. Let's take a deep inhale together. Inhale deep to the nose. And then exhale, open the lips and sigh it out through the mouth. Just letting everything go. Let's take another deep inhale together. Inhale deep, deep, deep through the nose. And exhale, release and sigh it out through the mouth. Allowing every part of your body to relax. Let's take one more deep inhale together. Inhale deep to the nose. And this time seal the lips and sigh it out through the nose. Allow every next breath to be just like that. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Go ahead and begin to TP your fingertips out in front of you. So with your inhale, lift your fingertips up, creating a little more space in the shoulders. And then with your exhale, just allow them to flatten back down on the mat. Let's take two more just like that. Inhale. Exhale to release. Inhale one more time. Lift them up as high as you can, finding space, allowing it to be comfortable for you. And then exhale, release down. Your next inhale, press yourself up into a tabletop position. You may have to readjust yourself, stacking your hips over your knees and your shoulders over your wrist. Just allow this to be an intuitive movement for you. This is your practice. I'm just here to guide you. So you can take hip circles here. Perhaps you want to do some cat-cows, warming the spine up. Whatever you feel like your body needs today. You take your gaze over to the right, looking at your right heel. Inhale, bring it back through center. Exhale, gaze to the left. Feeling a nice stretch in the side body. Let's take a few more hip circles. Just waking the spine up. Back in tabletop. With your next inhale, go ahead and walk your hands out in front of you. So keep your hips stacked over your knees, and then slowly walk your hands out in front of you and begin to melt your heart. We're going into puppy pose. I want you to just make this puppy pose whatever's comfortable for you. This is a pretty intense pose to put in the beginning of practice. So do the best you can and don't force yourself. Inhale. Exhale, take it just a little deeper. One more breath here. With your next inhale, begin to shift your weight forward. Keep your elbows on the mat and come forward into Sphinx pose. If it's comfortable for you, you can straighten out through the arms for seal pose. If you have a happy neck, go ahead and gaze up. Exhale, drop the elbows down and press yourself back to puppy. Very good. Just like that. We're going to take 2 more of those. So with your inhale, shift your weight forward. You can keep the arms straight if you're going to go straight into seal. Gaze goes up. Exhale, drop the elbows, shift your weight back for puppy pose. Be mindful of the shoulders. Mine are kind of popping here. So just move slow and whatever is comfortable in your body. Inhale one more time, shift your weight forward. Do what's right in your body. Exhale, take it back. Hold here in puppy pose. If puppy pose is easy for you, you can go ahead and take that TPing action again to lift and find more space in the shoulders. That's just if you're nice and warm and you have open shoulders. It's just an option. Take one more breath here. Exhale, release side out. Your next inhale, curl your toes under and press yourself up however you would like into our first down dog of the day. Whew, I don't know if you're like me, but I'm feeling some popping and some cracking. Go ahead and work into your down dog. Perhaps you want to pedal your feet out. Stay with your breath. Nice and comfortable here. Just noticing whatever might feel stiff or open in your body. Twist your hips right and left. Whatever's comfortable for you. Go ahead and begin to quiet down your dog. We're going to get right into it. So press the mat away, roll your elbows in, and begin to tap your elbows on the mat. Let's take 5 of those. Press back up for down dog. Exhale and tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop and keep your elbows on the mat and walk your feet together behind you. So we're in dolphin pose now. Gaze goes forward at your thumbs. If your hamstrings are tight, don't worry about it. It's still early in the practice, so just do the best you can. Shift your weight forward until your chin's about at your wrist. And then exhale, press it back. Let's take 5 of those. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and press yourself back up into downward facing dog. Adjust your feet if you need to. And shift your weight forward into high plank. With your exhale, lower slowly for chaturanga. Inhale, roll over your toes, upward facing or Sphinx pose, whatever's comfortable for you. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. With your next inhale, rise up high on your tippy toes. Bend deep into your knees and hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, gaze goes up. Interlace your fingers. And then exhale, gently bend to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Gaze goes under your right arm. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, sweep your arms behind your back and interlace your hands. Invite the heels of your hands to touch and open and broaden through the collarbones. Heel toe your feet apart, just a couple of inches. Take a generous bend in your knees, and with your exhale, forward fold. We're not looking for straight legs here. We're just warming up. Allow your head to hang heavy. And keep inviting the heels of your hands together and lifting the arms up just a little bit more towards your head. With your exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, plant your hands on the mat. Step back, high plank. Exhale, lower for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Go ahead and reset your dog. Keep equal parts weight in your hands and your feet. Keep pressing the mat away, very active through the fingers. Gaze goes between your knees, drawing navel into your spine. Nice long line of energy from your tailbone to your neck, out the top of your head. With your next inhale, let's take our elbow taps. Roll your elbows in, and at the same time, see if you can just tap and then press back up, just like that. Exhale to tap for 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay in your dolphin. Walk your feet together. Notice if your hamstrings are starting to open up. See if you can work your heels down towards the mat. With your inhale, shift your weight forward and then back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Press yourself up, downward facing dog. Walk your feet out. Shift your weight forward for high plank. Exhale to lower, chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes, upward facing, shine your heart. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. With your next inhale, rise up on your tippy toes. Bend deep into the knees. Hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, gaze goes up. Exhale, bend to the right. Keep your left foot plugged into the mat. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, sweep your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Invite the heels of your hands to touch. Roll the shoulder blades back. Broaden through the collarbones. Maybe you allow your head to go back for just a moment. Take a little back bend. Bring your head back to neutral. Heel toe your feet out. And with your exhale, forward fold. Breathe here. Perhaps you want to shake your head no, shake your head yes. Allow your head to hang. Use the gravity to do the work. With your next inhale, slowly gaze over your right shoulder. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, take it to the left. Bring it back to center. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. With your inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, put your hands on the mat, step back, high plank. Exhale, strong, nice and slow for chaturanga, nice and controlled. Inhale, roll over the toes, upward facing. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Come back to breath if you've lost it. Be mindful of your down dog. Continue to pedal it out if that's what you need. One more breath here. With your next inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. We're going to take 5 little pulses here, just opening up the left hamstring. So point through the right toe and just pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Inhale, step it through. Drop your left knee down and sweep your arms up, low lunge. With your exhale, allow your right hand to come down to the mat and sweep your left arm overhead. So you're feeling a nice stretch in the left side body. With your inhale, both arms go up. Exhale, take it to the other side. You're peeking under your right armpit. You can have your left hand flat if you have the flexibility, or you can have your hands TP'd, or you can always use a block. Inhale, back through center. With your exhale, if you don't already have it, shift your weight forward so that your right knee is over the toes, and then sweep your left arm back. Gaze goes back. See if you can draw your left heel into your glute. Be mindful of your kneecap, and if it hurts at all, don't go for it. So shift your weight forward, bend, bend, bend. Can you grab it? Very good. And release. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Lower for chaturanga, nice and strong. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. For your next inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Keep your right foot planted on the mat. Point through your left toes and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, draw your left knee into your nose. Inhale, plant your right foot. Sweep it up, low lunge. With your exhale, plant your right hand down and sweep your left arm overhead. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, plant your left hand, sweep your right arm overhead. Inhale, back through center. Shift your weight forward. So you're taking the pressure off of the right kneecap. And then ever so slightly swing your right arm back and see if you can pull the leg up. Just like that. You may be more flexible and able to do it on one side and not the other. That's totally fine. Release. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, plant your hand down, step back, high plank. Shift your weight forward. Lower, nice and controlled, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. With your next inhale, bring your thumbs to touch in front of you. Bend deep into your knees and hop forward for Malasana, or Buddha squat. Go ahead and wiggle into your Buddha squat. Bring your hands to heart center and press your knees away with the elbows, just like that. Your tailbone slightly tucked, nice long spine. Gaze goes forward, not here very long. Let your hands down in front of you, and then stand in straight forward fold. Allow your head to hang heavy. And just kind of rock back and forth here, opening up the hamstrings. So with your inhale, you're gonna rock forward and rise up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, shift your weight back and lift your toes up. Let's take 4 more of those. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Draw navel to spine. High, 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 high. Exhale, shift it back and lift your toes. Shift forward. That's 3. 2. Take a little calf raises here. Last one. Shift your weight forward. High on your tippy toes. Press them out away. Exhale to release. See if you can get your forearms to touch the mat. If you need to heel toe your feet out just a little bit more to get your forearms to the mat, that's fine. And allow your head to hang heavy. If your forearms absolutely won't go to the mat, don't worry about it. Just do the best you can today, or you can use blocks. You can bring your hands to touch in front of you, like interlace them together. And walk yourself about 6 inches forward and shift your weight forward just like we were doing before. Come up high on your tippy toes. Place the weight in your elbows and in the side blade of your hands. Shift, shift, shift. You can rest your forehead on your fist if you need to. And see if you can take flight just so easily. You might need to walk your toes back. You'll become lighter and lighter and lighter, shifting your weight. Just for a moment and then release. Very good. Let's try one more time. Ground down into your forearms. So you're grounded down in the blade of your forearms. Your hands are interlaced. You're shifting your weight forward, coming up high on your tippy toes. Your toes will become weightless. Walk them back if you need. Take flight. Exhale, come down. Very good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands in front of your face. Step back for high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. That was a little warm up into your forearm press. Press up. Take a lot of strength. But I want you to kind of get used to the feeling of just shifting your weight forward. Take 2 more breaths here. From downward facing, go ahead and roll your elbows in. We've been here before, and tap. Take it back up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, stay with me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, dolphin pose. Bring your feet together to touch. Walk them in as far as you can. And let's take our dolphin rocks. Shift your weight forward. Your chin should come to about your wrist, and then press it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Last one, press up, downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward, high plank. Hold. Let's take our checklist in our high plank. Grip the mat, pressing the mat away. Shoulders are stacked over wrist. You're powering up through the toes. Shift your weight forward, engaging through the core, engaging through the quads. Hold and hold. Very good. Breathe here. Gaze goes down. Breathe. Stay with your breath. Use your quads to help you. So as you shift your heels back, that's a different feeling than shifting your weight forward and allowing your shoulders to come over your toes. So use this time to kind of build a little bit of awareness in your body and strength at the same time. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift back, downward facing dog. And come into child's pose. Take a quick little breather here. Relax into child's pose. If you lost your breath, come back to breath. Be mindful of your heart rate and the rate of your breath. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale deep through the nose. Exhale, seal the lips and let it go. With your next inhale, press yourself up for downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, sweep your right arm back and open. Inhale, drop your right arm down and sweep your left arm overhead, revolved crescent. Gaze goes back at your heel. With your next exhale, lower your left knee down to the mat. Shift your weight forward and see if you can pull your foot up like we did before and pull your heel into your glute. Mindful of the kneecap. Exhale, release. Sweep your right arm up, lift up for crescent lunge. Inhale, gaze goes up. Exhale, open for warrior two. Inhale, straighten through the right leg and sweep your right arm overhead. Exhale, windmill your arms down for reverse triangle. So your left hand plants by your right foot and you open and twist. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat, heel toe your right foot out and come into lizard lunge. Keep your left knee lifted and shift forward, back, forward, back. Take a couple little hip circles here for 3, 2, and 1. Begin to heel toe your right foot to the center of the mat and press yourself back for half split. Inhale, come forward for runner's lunge. Bring your hands to heart center and rise for crescent. With your exhale, bend deep into the left leg. Inhale, spring forward, Tadasana. Exhale, take your left leg and place it in the crease of your right leg. So we're going to take tree pose. If you can't get the foot in the crease of your right leg, you can go up or below the knee joint. Option here. Take your left hand and see if you can wind it around your waist and grab your toe. It looks like I can't do it today. If you're having trouble doing it, you can always bend forward so that you can take the bind and then slowly straighten. Very good. So if you have the bind, the option is to forward fold. If you don't have the bind, your hands are at heart center, and you can go ahead and forward fold. Take it down. Exhale here. And hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Take a little micro bend in your knee. Bring your hands to heart center for balance. And rise back up. Bring your left foot back down. Tadasana. Very good. Inhale, sweep your arms up, gaze goes up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower for chaturanga. Inhale, roll over your toes, upward facing. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Let's take it on the left hand side. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step it through. Rise up for crescent lunge. Exhale, sweep your left arm back, open to the back of the room. Inhale, left arm drops down, sweep your right arm overhead. Gaze goes back to your left heel. Slowly drop your left knee to the mat. Shift your weight forward. And can you pull your heel to your glute? Very good. Take the bind if you can. Exhale to release. Inhale, come back, crescent lunge. Exhale, open warrior 2. Inhale, straighten through the left leg. Sweep your left arm overhead. Feel a stretch in the left side body. Exhale, revolve triangle. Windmill it down. Open up to the back of the room. Gaze goes up. Exhale, bend deep in the left knee. Drop it low, lizard lunge. Keep your right knee up. And shift up and back, up and back. Very good. Go ahead and take a couple little circles. You're using your back toes to control the movement. Asking the right hip flexor to open. Go ahead and heel toe your feet to the center of the mat. And with your exhale, press yourself back, half split. With your inhale, shift your weight forward for runner's lunge. Bring your hands to heart center and lift up for crescent. Take a deep breath here, gaze goes up. Exhale, bend deep in the right knee, spring forward for Tadasana. Go ahead and set your gaze. Assist your right leg into your left hip crease. Stay with it. Same thing here. Take whatever option you did on the other side. You're going to notice one side will be more flexible. You might be able to grab the toe on the other side, but not so much on this side. That's okay. Whatever bind you have or don't have, with your exhale, forward fold. Breathe here. Let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Take the micro bend in your left knee. Slowly begin to stand back up. Release the right leg out. Take your right leg down. Tadasana. Very good. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Give yourself a smile. That was tough. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Lower for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Go ahead and lower your elbows to the mat for dolphin pose. We're going to begin to work on our forearm stand. Start to walk your feet in as close as you can and bring your right leg up. So you're shifting your weight forward. You're using the left toes to shift your weight forward so that your hips are stacked over your shoulders as much as possible. The goal is to just simply be able to shift your weight and go into forearm stand. You're not kicking much, you're just shifting. Just like that, tilt and back down. Shift it and back. Let's take 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, child's pose. Breathe here. As you're breathing in child's pose, we're going to take it on the other side. If you are struggling with getting your hips over your shoulders, that's going to be your hamstring flexibility. So it's going to help you to work on your hamstring flexibility, because as soon as you get that flexibility, you use your toes to shift your weight forward and you don't ever kick. So you never have that fear of kicking yourself over, you're just simply shifting the weight. We're going to take it on the other side. If you have trouble with that, you can always use a block to help give yourself height to get the hips over the shoulders. So on this side, I'll demonstrate with the block. Place your forearms on the mat. Come into dolphin pose. Begin to walk yourself forward. Take your right leg up. If you're on the block, you gotta get the block correct. See, it's gonna help you get that height so you can feel what it feels like to have the hips over the shoulders. Slowly, 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 tilt, just like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down, child's pose. I'm not even asking you to hold it, because you're building strength just by practicing the kick up. Breathe here. Come back to breath. Slow your heart rate down. With your next inhale, come up into a seated position. Easy seat. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead and allow your right arm just to bend behind your head. Grab a hold of your left elbow and just open up through the shoulders. Take a stretch here. Exhale to release. Take it on the other side. Another deep breath. Exhale to let it go. Go ahead and shake your arms out. Give yourself a big hug. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale to release. Let's take Shavasana. Come all the way down on the mat. Lay with palms facing up. Let's honor our practice today. Give yourself just one moment here to appreciate showing up for yourself. Maybe you've never kicked into a forearm stand before. Maybe you were a little too fearful. I know going upside down can be something that's very scary. Even if you got into position and you didn't kick up, that's amazing. Every little step forward counts. Gently begin to allow your eyes to open. Roll to the right side or left side and assist yourself up into a seated position. You can allow your eyes to flutter open. Bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. I really hope this helped you build a little confidence in your forearm stand, and always leave comments below if you want me to do a full tutorial video on forearm stand, and we will do that. Have a great day.